down all non-essential businesses and banning all public gatherings. And this comes as the country has passed 100 coronavirus cases. 17 of the new infections were discovered in just 24 hours. Many of them were related to travel overseas, which has also been stopped. A visit from Pope Francis planned for May has been postponed. Katya Varbanova is a Bulgarian businesswoman who lives on the island of Malta. She's been under lockdown for 3 weeks now, and she joins me now live. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Hi, Rosemary. Thanks for having me.
So how are you holding up after so many weeks under lockdown, and what's been the biggest challenge so far?
It's been tough, I'll be honest with you. As somebody that is self-employed, has always been interested in having freedom for myself. I feel like my freedom's been taken away. I haven't really gone out except from going to the supermarkets. I haven't really been going out for walks because I know there's a lot of people that travel from Italy that haven't really been following strictly the quarantine rules. So I am a little bit concerned about it. So I've just been taking the time to really focus on growing my business and just being at home, working hard just to distract myself. It's been challenging because typically I like to go out, I love to experience the sun, and it's just been really difficult for sure.
You mentioned those people that aren't abiding by the lockdown. Talk to us about what they're doing.
So there's a lot of travelers that are under mandatory quarantine. A lot of them are being told that if you leave the house after you've come back from any country, you can get fined 3,000 euros. And you'll be surprised. You think that people would really abide strictly by that. But a lot of people have been leaving and they have been being fined over 3,000 euros. There was a person that apparently was fined over 9,000 euros for breaking quarantine 5 times. So it's been interesting, to say the least, over the last couple of weeks.
And what is your biggest fear as you watch all of this happening? Because no doubt you've been watching what's been happening in Italy and, of course, in Spain, and that's all very close to home. What is your biggest fear at the moment?
Well, as somebody who usually I do what I do to be location independent and to be able to go out, go to conferences. I had so many conferences. I was scheduled to go to the US and meetings and speaking events and all these sorts of things. And my biggest fear is that this lockdown situation and the coronavirus will continue for the next year, which means that I would have to pivot how I live life. I would have to pivot how I run my business. Maybe the people that work for me will also be affected. So far, that's not been a problem. But my biggest fear is what will happen to my personal life and my business in the next 12 months, really. And then will I ever be able to go to the gym? My gym has been shut since March 14th. Will the restaurants ever open? I don't know how long this is going to continue.
Yes.
And from what I've seen, it will probably continue until the end of 2020.
There will be an end to this, believe me, there will be an end. And just very quickly, any words of wisdom that you can share with the people of America who are worried about what their future holds?
I really think that this is a really good opportunity. I believe that this is a good time to spend time on those hobbies or passions that you've been delaying for so long. I know so many of us have dreams to write a book or to read a book or to take on a hobby or a new course or something. I think this is a really good opportunity to focus on self-growth and self-development. It's a really good opportunity to spend more time with your family. And it's a really good opportunity to maybe take up on something brand new and a new project that you haven't been able to do. Here's the situation.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do. Enjoy it. That's really how I see it. Distract yourself, have
Yes.
fun, and that's it.
Great advice. Katya Varbanova joining us from the island of Malta. Many thanks.
Thank you so much.